In the United States, they have a lot of these beautiful houses. Their main problem is getting staff and keeping them. Looking after people with autism is not considered to be a high quality profession. It is a bit like waiting might be in England, whereas in France, being a waiter is quite a high position. It varies, but looking after people with autism comes very low. And often it is ex-prisoners, things who work there. They cannot keep their staff, and so there's a rapid turnover. There are problems there. But they do have nice horticultural projects. This one is in Spain, again, Mas Casas de Val. Parents built this, constructed, bought an old farm and did it up, and they have a lovely range of things which they do for the children there. But again, they have a restaurant, and people from the town come in and eat there. The food is cooked by people with autism under supervision, and the people living there are the waiters and cleaners and things like that. Lovely environment for them. Now this one is a little bit of a lesson to us. This is in Albania, which is not a rich country. They had nothing there, and the first thing they did was to attract funding. Kuwait paid for this. They have this fabulous diagnostic centre, which is state of the art, beautiful buildings and so on. But after they've been diagnosed, there is nothing. There's nothing for them. The richer people can get the diagnosis, and then they import rather expensive systems from America to help individuals. But really, we need a program. I think the money, personally, I think the money would have been better spent supporting services which already existed there, to build them up and encourage them and train parents, train the teachers in the school to be able to cope with children who are a bit different. But that hope one day perhaps is better, but there are better ways of spending the money than that, I would suggest. The best services in the world are probably in Denmark, a small country of Denmark, where they have wonderful services, but they pay 60% income tax to pay for them. But the services are wonderful. Just in this one area of Herning, where we're having a conference in the new year, they have a huge list of services for that one town and the area round about. And it's because parents, professionals and politicians work together. They decide what they want. And the other difference is that whereas in the United States and in the United Kingdom, most of the politicians are lawyers or businessmen, in Denmark, most of the politicians are actually teachers, retired teachers, so they're very interested in this sort of area of work rather than business. So these are the people in Denmark who are working on this particular project. But it does depend upon people agreeing what they want and doing it. This is our own service. We're in one of their rooms at the moment filming in Espa, our own service. I'm chairman of the parents who set this up. It's been 25 years now, and we started with just one building. Which we rented, the old vicarage at Siam in 1989. So it's 25 years since we opened that building, and now we have 17 or 18 big buildings around the northeast corner of England. This is the poorest corner of England, but if you have a child with autism, this is the best place to live, because often it doesn't depend on how much money is there, what the people are like and whether they are accepting. We now support a lot of people in their own homes. It is cheaper for the state to let the person live at home or in a special place in the country where they can work and be looked after than it is to set up big all-inclusive buildings. And this is one of the things we're doing, supporting people in their own homes now. These are a number of our buildings which I would just mention. We go for high quality older buildings. This one here is an interesting building. Montpellier is a block of flats, and so as people become more and more capable, so they become more and more independent. We've got 8 people living to a flat with only one person on to look after them. Becoming very difficult, great problems, but gradually they increase their independence and can work in this way. And that's what we try and have, a throughput of people. We're just a college for people with autism. Those with Asperger's syndrome go to college. They are students, like other people who are their age, and they go to college to learn have the normal curriculum plus things which are particularly appropriate to people with autism. It's being built, we're spending several millions of pounds doing it up, and hopefully it will be open in 2 months' time and operational in this new form. Nobody else has got anything like this. These are some of our other buildings where people with more severe difficulties reside as well and have greater support. That's not military training really, just archery, which people do what they like. There's a whole list of things they can do. A lot of them enjoy that, and a lot of them enjoy going out for long walks in the countryside. Here they are walking along the Roman wall, which crosses from one side of England to the other. It was built 2,000 years ago, and they become members of the Duke of Edinburgh's award scheme, get awards for this. A lot of them have a very big social conscience, and what they've done is formed a band, and the band plays music, and they raise money for soldiers returning who are injured. The state doesn't look after them so well, and so they perform for them, and they're very popular with the military. In addition, so popular that Prince Harry came and accepted one of their mascots for him. So it's been recognised. They're not aloof people, these people want to help. They're lovely people, very nice when they understand what's going on. Once their fears are gone and they feel safe, they can accomplish all sorts of things.